Happy birthday, Aquarius! If you're finding this message when I posted it, it's February 9th, I think, somewhere there. And it's Aquarius season. So this is your monthly tea. I'm Susie Lee, and I'm here to bring you a reading based on tarot and my intuition for the month ahead. I'm posting this in February, so it could be current to your situation now, or if you're finding this 7 months down the road, it was meant to find you, so take the messages as they resonate. We're going to be doing 3 readings and then an oracle pull today. The first reading is going to be general soul guidance, what your soul just needs to know in general, and for that I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Divine deck. Our second reading will be money matters, so all things finances and career related, and we'll be using the Muse deck for that. And then the last reading we'll do will be the love and relationship reading, and we'll be using the Ethereal Visions deck for that. So if you'd like to skip ahead to the section that most applies to what answers you're looking for, the timestamps are below, or you can listen to the whole thing. There might be a message in each part for you. These are general readings, so there will probably be multiple messages coming out in the readings. So take what fits. Some of it might not apply to you specifically, and I'll try to elaborate while we're doing the readings on that. But know that if it found you, it was meant to find you. Also, you could check out your rising and your moon and your Venus signs. I'm posting them a little bit at a time. So I have, you can go through my videos and find the one that fits for you. Let's see, what else was I going to say? I forgot. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to start with the general soul message for you, and we'll just see where the reading takes us. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to say, if you're new to tarot or tarot readings, you might wonder how you know if something resonates with you. And what I always tell people is, if it sounds like I'm talking to you directly, like if it sounds like we're sitting in a room and I am describing your life or talking to you as if no one else is here, it's for you. If it feels like I'm describing your situation to a T, that is also another clue that it resonates. Now, again, these are general readings, so it's going to be a little vague in some parts, and that's just the nature of doing general readings. If you would like to do a personal, I haven't opened up my personals just yet, but I do go live on TikTok, usually Friday and Saturday or Saturday nights. So I do real-time live readings there. They're random, although I'm thinking about offering a paid option as well. So make sure you follow me on TikTok for the opportunity to do a live reading that way that's personal to you. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. All right, Aquarius, we are going to start with your general soul guidance reading, and then for this reading today, I'm going to be using the Tarot of the Divine deck. This is my newest deck, and I really love it because it's inclusive and it's just really wonderful. I love the artwork as well. The author of this deck is Yoshitani. I got it off of Amazon. I need to figure out how to link all that stuff below, but it's the Tarot of the Divine, and it's a really wonderful deck. So we're going to start by asking, what does your spirit, what does your soul need? What general messages does spirit have for my Aquarian friends? Happy birthday, Aquarius. All right, what message, spirit, do you have for my Aquarius friends? We have the 8 of Wands reversed, the 10 of Swords, and the 8 of Coins. Anything else? General message of spirit for Aquarius. when I do my TikTok readings, I play music in the background, which is nice because a lot of times the music has messages for people, but I can't really do that on here because of copyright stuff. So please join me over there. Okay, bottom of the deck energy is the sun in the reverse. So that tells me that you might be going through a little bit of a haze, a little bit of a depression right now. So that's just underlying energy. Let's see what that's about. Okay, so let's see. We've got a lot of reversed cards, Aquarius. Okay, so we start out with the Eight of Wands reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, and the Eight of Coins. Okay, then we have the Six of Wands reversed and the Ten of Coins reversed, and then we have the King of Coins reversed and the King of Cups reversed, and Strength reversed and Page of Swords. All right, so Aquarius, what's going on? What is going on? All right, generally my readings are chronological, so past, present, and future, although time is not subjective, but time is, you know, fluid, and so some of you might be in the past position, some of you might be in the present, some of you might be in the future even, as far as my reading goes. But really, it's just a timeline. So put yourself on the timeline where it makes sense for you and your life and what's going on right now. All right. So to start out with, we have the Eight of Wands reversed, the Ten of Swords reversed, and the Eight of Coins reversed. So I feel like this is past energy. Some of you, it might be years. Some of you, it might be days. You could be going through it right now. But you have the Eight of Wands reversed and the Ten of Swords reversed. So the Eight of Wands is a card of fast-moving, forward-moving energy. The sky's the limit. This one looks like a phoenix, so maybe like a phoenix rising. When you think of a phoenix rising, you think of soaring up into the air after a time of rebirth. However, it's in the reverse, and so this indicates there's some stuck movement. There's something that has happened that has caused your forward momentum to stop. And I have a feeling it had to do with some kind of betrayal or heartbreak, something painful, whether that's love, work, friendships. The Ten of Swords is a card of betrayal and really being left for dead, basically. However, when it shows up in the reverse, that indicates that you're past the worst of it. And that is actually very comforting because you've gone through a really dark period, a painful period. And with it being reversed, it indicates that you're coming out of that. Now, a little bit concerned maybe for some of you because you've got the Eight of Coins here, and that's the card of work. So if you went through this period of difficulty and betrayal and heartbreak, you may have thrown yourself into work, and sometimes that can be a distraction from actually dealing with the pain and processing those emotions, which is going to actually come back to bite you in the arse, if you know what I mean. So I feel like if that's where you're at right now, you're really focused on work, and just, you know, maybe take a look at whether or not you're using that to avoid feeling the feelings, my dear Aquarius. We know that sometimes you guys don't like to feel those difficult feelings. Okay, so then we have the Six of Wands reversed and the Ten of Coins reversed. Okay, again, I feel like this is kind of pulling this avoidant energy forward. So you've got the Six of Wands, which is upright. It's a card of success and victory. The Ten of Coins is a card of abundance, like having enough, like we're talking generational wealth. Like you've put in a lot of hard work and it's going to pay off to take care of your family and your business associates, and you are going to be set. However, both of these cards are in the reverse. So what that tells me is that there is a fear of success or even a fear of failure. And so as a result, you're not trying, or it's just flat out failure. Now, I don't like the word failure because generally when something doesn't happen the way we want it to, we may associate that as a failure. But when things like that happen, it gives us the opportunity to try again differently and to kind of adjust what we did the first time so that we can do it better the next time. I think it was Henry Ford that said failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently, or something along those lines. So this can keep you stuck if you're afraid of being successful or you're afraid of failing. Either way, sometimes we're afraid of success because it will bring attention to us, or we've got something in our energy in our past that tells us we're not worthy of success. So a lot of shadow work here, Aquarius. Ten of Coins, again, with it being reversed, that's a card of not getting the abundance, of not of losing even money. So if you're not careful, you can sell. It's like a form of self-sabotage almost. Yeah, let's work on that a little bit, okay? I can't give you all the tools for repairing that, but if we don't fix these things about us, then we're gonna just keep repeating the same cycles over and over again. And so it's important to do that shadow work. And this is a prime example of some shadow work that needs to be done, Aquarius. Maybe you're in the midst of it right now, and if you're working on it, that could be what the Eight of Coins represents too. Like, you're really working on the shadow work. And if you are, I commend you, because it's not easy. It's actually pretty sticky and difficult most times. Okay, so for future or present energy, we have the King of Cups and the King of Coins, both of them in the reverse. This is some energy around you, I think. The King of Coins reversed is someone who is rigid and stingy. They're controlling with finances and money. Again, it's that lack of abundance, because the King of Coins is generally someone who is a great leader, a great businessman. They have enough to provide for their families and all those around them. There's no gender in tarot, but it's masculine energy. King of Cups reversed is someone who is emotionally immature, maybe, and they are, or they're manipulative with their emotions, and they withhold love and affection. So this could be someone around you that you're dealing with. I hope it's not you, but if we don't do this shadow work, we have everybody has the potential to turn into this. If you needed a sign about someone around you, this is a sign that they have some shadow work to do of their own, and I would tread carefully and be aware of their energy, because it's not giving good vibes right now. Okay, in the future, you have the Strength reversed and the Page of Swords. So the Page of Swords is a card of like a message. It can be a young energy. The pages are often, I see them as the children of the tarot. So, think of childlike qualities, immature, naive, oblivious kind of to, they're optimistic, but it's a very uneducated optimism, I guess. They haven't been jaded by the world, but also they're not always very careful because they don't know any better. So, and the swords represent messages and of the mind. So there could be a message coming to you soon. Or it could be a call for, and swords represent air energy, and Aquarius is an air sign. So it could represent maybe needing to take a step towards your inner child and nurture that inner child. The Strength reverse, this is a card of not realizing how strong you are. It's a card of maybe you're avoiding taming the beast. You're avoiding doing some shadow work. I know this feels really harsh, but sometimes we need to hear some difficult truths in order to move forward. So if you're stuck, maybe there's something that you need to look at in your own life and do some of that shadow work, that inner child healing, okay? Let's get a few more cards just to see what advice Spirit has for you, Aquarius, regarding what's going on. Anything else you can give us, Spirit? Hierophant, Nice. Okay, what else? Anything else, Spirit? Advice for our Aquarius friends. Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, okay. Anything else? Four of Coins, okay. Yeah, so you've got the Hierophant, and this is the card that popped out first and kind of, I think, is where we want to focus. The Hierophant is a card of tradition, of learning. It can represent a counselor, a therapist, a pastor, or someone who can guide you. So for some of you, Spirit wants you to reach out to a professional to help you with this, okay? You know, I know if you're in the U.S., our system is not set up to help very well as far as mental health goes, but reach out to some people. If you can't find a licensed therapist because of insurance or money or whatever, you know, maybe focus on some, you know, you could search YouTube for ways to heal or shadow work or things like that. So the Hierophant is the card of that. It also can represent tradition. So maybe, you know, going back to your roots, looking towards religion or like a structured spirituality, in order to kind of to do that inner work. Okay, so that's what the Hierophant card is. And then you have the Five of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Coins reversed. So more advice here. The Five of Wands, that's a card of conflict and struggle. It's reversed, so I feel like Spirit wants you to stop fighting this. Stop fighting others, stop fighting yourself. It's time to do the work, Aquarius. Seven of Swords reversed, again, that's a card of sneaky energy. It's a card of hidden things. It's a card of deception and confusion. So with the being reversed, if you're lying to yourself, if you're lying to others, it's time to stop. It's time to stop these childish ways. And the Four of Coins in the reverse. This is a card of holding on really tightly to something because you're afraid of losing everything. And even the next card, or the bottom of the deck, is the Five of Coins. That's that card of being left out in the cold. I feel like you're so afraid of losing everything that you're holding on too tightly. And with it being reversed, Spirit says it's time to let go. It's time to let go of some of that control. Let go of some of that fear. Acknowledge it and recognize it, and then do the work to find the tools to overcome this fear so that you can have your best life. And kind of, you know, that first card was that card of being in kind of a depressed energy, and you know, the sun is always there even though it's shrouded by clouds, and it's winter in the northern hemisphere. The weather is dreary a lot of days, so that can really get to you. And you know, but I feel like this is even deeper than that, and that it's like a deep sense of unhappiness, but you're still hopeful, but you're maybe avoiding the hard work. So Spirit wants you to know that before anything else, that this is one of the most important things that you can do. Okay? All right. Whew, that was a little heavy, but let me know below if it resonated, and if you find some tools that can help others, please share them below. Sending you lots of strength, love, light. It's hard work. You have to go through the trenches, but the other side of it is really beautiful, and I really hope that that helps in some way, gives you some clarity. All right, I'm rooting for you. You can do it. All right, stay tuned. We're going to look at money and finances next. All right, Aquarius, we are going to be using the Muse Tarot deck for our finance, money matters reading. So let's get going. Spirit, we're going to ask, what does Aquarius need to know regarding finances and money matters for our dear Aquarius friends? What do we have for Aquarius regarding finances and money matters for for this month ahead. February 2023, or for whenever they're watching this video. What do we have for Aquarius? Money and finances. Hopefully y'all can see those. Nice. Okay. All right, anything else? Money and finances for our friends. Perfect. Okay. Ooh, nice. Ooh, I'm getting chills. Okay, looks like this is your month for money. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Voices. So in this deck, voices are swords. Swords are air energy. Aquarius, you are an air sign, so I love this. The Ace of Voices, Ace of Swords is a card of clarity, of understanding, of a new perspective. I love this card because it's got the owl, it's got the prayer flags, it's got the beam of light coming from her mind. So underneath everything, you've got a new perspective on life or on a situation around money, finances, career, and that's what's guiding all of your energy right now. So wonderful energy. Actually a quite optimistic reading for you. So to start out with, we have the Page of Inspiration or Page of Wands in the reverse, the Queen of Materials or Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Materials reversed, and the Six of Inspiration. Nice. Six of Wands. 10 of Wands reversed, the Knight of Voices or Knight of Swords, the Knight of Emotions reversed, the Seven of Materials or Seven of Pentacles reversed, and to end it, we have the Muse of Voices. In this deck, this is the King of Swords, okay? Lovely energy to end on, Aquarius, because you are the King of Swords. All right, so we have the Page of Inspiration with the reverse. So this is a card, when it's upright, it indicates taking a step towards something you're passionate about, something that's fiery and exciting. It can represent travel. So this with the Queen of Materials, I feel like maybe in the past you took you turned your focus towards building an empire, okay? This is the card of stability. It's a card of generosity. It's feminine energy, but there's no gender in tarot. So it's a card of having abundance, but being very wise with it, managing your money very well. So I feel like in this past situation or energy, you may have given up your passions and your desires and even traveling in order to establish security, financial stability. And that probably has served you well. You may be very well off as far as finances go, or at least very stable. You've got a stable income, stable career. Things are very stable with money, right? In the past. You could still be in this energy, or this could be long ago. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, it'll be both. However, I feel like, and this happens a lot of times when we don't follow our heart, we don't follow our passions because there's some misalignment, but I don't feel like that's a huge energy here. But for some of you, this energy of staying in that real stable, grounded energy maybe led you to kind of biting off more that you could chew. You've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and so that indicates juggling, and juggling in a manner that something's got to give because there's too much, and things are imbalanced. Okay, so in spite of that that struggle, you're still coming out victorious. This is the Six of Wands. Like in that last deck, it was reversed, or in the last reading, I'm sorry, it was reversed, but now it's upright. And so I really feel like and this shows the star, which is very Aquarian energy as well. So in spite of these challenges, or maybe through the juggling of things, you didn't even let it happen. It just happened because there's no way to juggle everything. Some things just fell away, and you were unable to focus on them anymore. And as a result, it lightened your load a little bit, which is this card, the Ten of Inspirations, the Ten of Wands. When it's reversed, it indicates, that you can't do it anymore. You have other people's burdens. You're carrying too much, and you just cannot do it anymore. And so that actually led you to more success than it may have seemed like, because the universe was just like, it's just too much, and you're trying to do too much and carrying too much, and something's got to give, and things fell away, and that actually led you to be quite victorious now, or that's kind of the process you're going through right now. In the present to future energy, we have the Knight of Voices and the Knight of Emotions reversed. I like this because this Knight of Voices, this is very Aquarius energy as well. It's the Knight of Swords, which is very fast-moving energy. It's someone, the Knights are like teenagers to me. So a little bit on the kind of, I don't want to say immature side, but just very like optimistic, and they think they know everything, and they don't really think about the consequences very much. Which can actually serve you when you're an adult, because, sometimes we have to move ahead without getting stuck in the what ifs, okay? So it's not like reckless necessarily, but it is very quick moving energy. It's very swift. It's ideas and thoughts and words, and I feel like you're kind of in an energy where you've turned off your emotions. The Knight of Cups reversed is that card of romance and love, and very naive kind of love, but I'm getting another message for some of you. So it's more of like your focus, and in the coming days is going to be on actions and words versus feelings and emotions, which is very apropos, and I think it's going to serve you well, actually. For some of you, this indicates turning your back on like some over-reliance on false promises. For some of you, also, you're going to be dealing with someone young that comes in very swiftly with a lot of talk and no backup for it. So kind of watch out for that energy as well for some of you. So a few different messages there. So that's what we have for the Knights. Then we have, moving forward, the Seven of Materials reversed. This is a card of putting in a lot of effort and not seeing results yet. So with it being reversed, I feel like you're going to go through a period of waiting still, because it takes time for the fruits of our labor to show up sometimes, and there's still an energy of waiting for a complete payout, but it's coming. For others of you, something that you've been working on really hard is not going to pay off, okay? And so it might be time to reassess the situation and to move forward towards something else, okay? That's for some of you. Take it how it resonates. I just got an overwhelming sense that some of you might be in a flower business. I know there's flowers on this card, and that doesn't necessarily mean that, but you might be doing something with flowers, okay? I don't know why that just came out, but it might be that you need to choose a different path as far as that goes. But anyway, okay, maybe a different type of flower. All right, okay, to end the reading, we have the Muse of Voices, which I really love, because this is like the King of Swords. That's the masculine energy for the court cards of the swords, which is air energy. It's also the sign of, or I mean, the suit of words. It indicates intelligence, sharpness. So really closing out this with an affirmation or reaffirming that to stand in your power, to stand in your truth. You have a new way of looking at things. You have clarity. So stand in that truth and be true to yourself. And for some of you, you might be thinking about law school. I don't know, this is random, but law school or medical school. And this is a sign to go for it because you're going to do well there. And for others of you, it's just a card of reaffirming that you're on the right path, okay? That you've got the tools, you've got the understanding, you've got the abilities, you've got the intelligence to carry this out and see it through to the end, all right? Okay, that's what we have for money matters for my Aquarius friends. All right, so stay tuned. We're going to do love and relationships next. If you like this, please let me know. Do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, share, and let me know if it resonated and if it sounded like I was telling your story. I love to read all the comments. I read them all, even if I don't interact with them all. But I'm glad that you're here. So let's move on to love and relationships. All right. All right, my dear Aquarius, we're going to wrap up today with your love and relationship reading. We have the Ethereal Visions tarot deck for that. Hopefully that's focusing. And we're going to see what messages Spirit has for you regarding love and relationships. Whether you're looking for new love or maybe not, but you still want to know kind of what your love life has to offer. Maybe you have a new lover and you want to know what's going on. Maybe you're in a relationship and you want to kind of get some clarity on the situation. This is for all things love and generally romance related. It can also have to do with friendship and family and those types of things, but usually it's romantic love, okay? So let's see what messages Spirit has for Aquarius regarding love and relationships for February and or the month that they are seeing this video, Spirit. For love, for Aquarius. Anything else? All right, well, we're going to wait. Bottom of the deck, you have Three of Wands, okay? That's kind of your energy underneath everything. You're ready to make a move. You're kind of tired of waiting for your ships to come in, and you're ready to take action towards something or someone. I feel antsy. All right, so let's start. We have the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. The Moon. It's a pretty card. I like that one. The Ace of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands. Okay, So let's talk about this, Aquarius. So right off the bat, we have the Four of Pentacles reversed. That's from you. We pulled this one in your general reading. So this is that card of holding on to something really tightly and refusing to let go for fear that you're not going to find something better or you're going to lose control. It's a card of just really needing to let go and kind of refusing to do it. So you're holding on to something that you need to let go of. You've got the Moon, the Ace of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. Now, this Moon card is interesting because it's actually got a feminine character on it. So it also can represent Pisces. So there might be a Pisces in your life. And the Queen of Wands is my Beyonce card. It's fire energy. This one actually has lions at the top, which is, you know, gives me Leo vibes. The Queen of Wands is very fiery, passionate, feminine energy. But the Ace of Swords in between these, I feel like there might be some confusion. This is confusion and chaos around two different energies. Maybe a Pisces and a Leo. Maybe okay, that's for some of you. For others, the Moon card represents something that's still hidden from us. Some difficulty seeing because of the shadows. And that ties into the first part, the first reading, but also ties into this because the Ace of Swords is that card of confusion and chaos. And there's a desire to step into more of that boss bee energy, which is the Queen of Wands. So let's keep going and see what is this Queen of Wands about, or where do we go next, Spirit? What's next? Yes, for some of you, Spirit really wants you to step into your queen energy. Oh, I just got chills. These cards, man. The Devil. Okay. What else? Queen of Swords. Nice. Landed on top of the Devil. I love it. Okay, what else? All right. All right, bottom of the deck energy, Aquarius. Whew. There's going to be some tough love in this reading. I'm sorry. You've got the Judgment reverse. This is a card of not taking responsibility for your actions, okay? So I feel like underneath this, you're not... There's a part of you that's refusing to kind of see your role in where you're at right now. And I mean this with the most love possible. Sometimes we are our own worst enemy, all right? We... for whatever reason, subconsciously or just because of our personalities or who we are, where we've been, we close ourselves off. And there's a big part of the energy here in your love and your relationships that feels very closed off, and it feels like that you might be trying to put the blame on someone or something else when it's really... something inside of you that needs to be examined, okay? So let's read the next part of this. You have the Devil coming out, and then the Queen of Swords, which I love. That one landed on top of the Devil, so we're going to leave that one there. Then we had I think the Five of Wands reversed. Again, that was in the general soul guidance reading, I believe. Then we have the Hanged Man reverse and Death, which I love this part of it. And then over here we have the Page of Pentacles. So, okay. So I think, yeah, maybe the responsibility is right here. All right. The Devil represents someone or something that we know is not good for us. It's toxic. We're tied to it. We're connected to it. It can be a substance, it can be a relationship, it could be a toxic job, It could be a person that, you know, you're attached to that you know is not healthy, and codependent. You could have some codependent energy. So whenever it shows up in the upright, it indicates something that we are attached to, that we know deep down, even we may make excuses, but in our soul, in our subconscious, we know that it's not healthy for us. Okay, no judgment. Most humans go through an attachment to this at some point in their life, unless they're saints, I would say. Now, I love that the Queen of Swords came out on top of that, because the Queen of Swords is feminine air energy. This is you, Aquarius. This is a card of someone who's been hurt before in the past. Most of us have. You don't go through life unscathed. And has her guard up, okay? Someone who has very clear boundaries. They don't tolerate any BS. They still welcome people in, but she has a sword, her sword of truth, her clarity, her understanding, and she's not afraid to cut people out if they step over her boundaries. I love that this lands on top of the Devil, because to me, it indicates that there's an energy of wanting to cut out this devil in your life, so to speak, and stand firm with your boundaries. Keep it up, because that's great energy. Five of Wands, again, this is that card of fighting. It's reversed, so it's a card of putting down the wands to not fight anymore, to like stop the struggle, okay? And the Page of Pentacles, you may be contemplating taking action, or someone could be contemplating taking action towards you. It's still in its early phases, and it's very slow moving and cautious energy. And so be patient, okay? Be patient with yourself, be patient with others. There's some work that still needs to be done to establish like a very firm foundation, and that's where I feel like this is. So that's kind of where you're at right now for most of you, I think. Now, in the future, I love this. You've got the Hanged Man reverse and Death. So Death in tarot just indicates that change is coming, all right? It indicates that there's a transformation, there's a rebirth, there's an out with the old, in with the new. And then the Hangman reverse is a card of making sacrifices that aren't going to pay off. It's almost like that martyr card where you give up yourself in order for because you think that it's going to pay off eventually. So it's almost like putting an investment into something. But when it shows up in the reverse, it indicates that that could be, most likely is in vain. And so as a result, I hopefully think that you're going to realize this, and that there's going to be a transformation in you or a relationship or someone around you. So overall, very healthy, forward moving energy. I think that if you're not in a relationship right now, there's not a lot in this reading to indicate that you will be in one, because I think still, and this goes along very, very closely with the first reading that I did for general soul guidance, there's still some work, inward work, that needs to be done. And if we distract ourselves with a relationship, with substances, with people, with things, with something to fill our time to avoid doing the hard work, we don't get to where we need to be, and it's not healthy. We have to repeat lessons over and over again. So be patient, my dear Aquarius, and confront this beast, this devil, and step into that boss energy of taming the beast, of following your passions, of being true to yourself, okay? Because that's going to bring you the fulfillment. And if you're already at this point, keep it up, because I feel like through this transformation and this growth, you're going to be set up for a really beautiful partnership. All right, Aquarius, we're going to wrap up with an oracle card from the White Light Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And just a little aside, if you're not familiar with these readings, the oracle cards are created by people, authors and artists, and they're all different and they all have different meanings, different themes. So it's impossible to memorize all the meanings. So I usually have to read from the book that comes with them. Tarot, the cards all have the same basic meaning. The illustrations can kind of give us clues about specifics in a reading, and also interpretations along with our intuition and just the way that they're paired with each other. They kind of tell a story. But oracle cards are a little bit different. So I will have to read probably a little bit from the book for this. Okay, Spirit, what do we have for... Why are these cards all facing the same way? I'm surprised. I guess it doesn't matter. From the White Light Oracle, what do we have? Oracle pull for Aquarius. What do we have? Okay, I feel like I need to take this one and this one. Ooh. Interesting. Okay, so we have Lasya of Parvati, number 32. You can see that, it's not too bright. Lasya of Parvati. And Ishtar's Lion Gate, 888. Another lion card. And you know, in astrology, a lot of times, I think it's called the North Node, when we are sent in this life to develop the opposite of our sign. And so for Aquarius, the opposite is Leo. And so again, it's very heavy in that shadow work. It's that other side of you that's kind of feels like it goes against everything in your nature, but it's what you are supposed to develop, okay? It's what you're supposed to develop. All right, so let's start with the Lasya of Parvati, number 32. There is a gentler way to proceed and obtain the same or even greater effect. Tame the wild. Ugh, tame the beast, tame the wild. Tame the wild and frenzied workings of the mind by grounding yourself with beauty, pleasure, and grace. Violence and its negative effects shall be overcome and healed through feminine gentleness and inner spiritual growth. This oracle is a sign of great future happiness. Oh, I love that, because I've been talking about this. Like, if you can do that inner work, Aquarius, and tame that beast, do that shadow work, there's a beautiful, very positive future ahead for you. So I love that this card confirms that. Just a little background. Parvati is the universal mother in her gentle aspect, although, as with all mothers, her fierce side will emerge if it's needed to protect her children. That is so the Queen of Swords. Like, oh, come at me, but I got my sword just in case I need it. She is beautiful and benevolent and evokes the qualities of love, connection, creativity, and devotion to a higher purpose. The divine goddess has many names, and Parvati is also known as Yagatambe, the mother of the universe. Her son is Ganesha, the elephant-headed deity who fosters success in all new ventures, protection from obstacles, and is of particular benefit to those who feel drawn to write. So for some of you, this may be a sign to write that book. She's a mother to all, and her presence in a reading augurs success on every level. Wow. With Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, love, and spiritual enlightenment, and Saraswati, the goddess of wisdom, music, and creativity, Parvati is Tridevi, the sacred triune of feminine nature or triple goddess of Hinduism. I'm not going to read all of it. You can Google Parvati. Lasya is her dance, which provides balance and calming grace when the soul needs gentleness and comfort. Parvati dances her dance of happiness, leading us along our path without requiring us to continually push ourselves beyond our limits. Her wisdom protects us from breakdown, guiding us into breakthrough. Her oracle indicates that even though we may grow through intense challenges, there's a calming influence which can help us if we are willing to allow for it and be kind to ourselves. Oh, what a beautiful message. Let's see. Her oracle asks, asks you to invoke her and trust what transpires is for your healing and spiritual fulfillment. Give up the notion that the deepest issues require the most difficult path to heal. Let her lasya dance of happiness and grace unveil a gentler and more loving way. Wow, beautiful. Okay, Ishtar's Lion Gate 888. So triple eights in numerology mean abundance. So that's lovely. And a lion. All right. Taming that beast. Again, very big theme in this reading. Your heart has a heightened connection with the higher realms of consciousness and light. A blessing, empowerment, and positive omens shall enter your world. Doors will open for you. Abundance and prosperity are headed your way. Take care of your heart. Ask for spiritual assistance, and it shall be granted. Something negative is going to transform into something very positive. Whew, I love this. Okay, so I'm not going to read all this, but go ahead and if you want to Google Ishtar, you can read about her. And let's see, Lionsgate falls when the sun is in Leo. Leo is a sign of the lion, astrological ruler of the heart, and the animal totem sacred to Ishtar. The rising of Sirius took place on 26th of July in ancient Egypt, which marked the beginning of the Egyptian New Year. Interesting. Let's see. The 888 frequency will stimulate your soul in its unique way. It facilitates a deepening intimacy between the spiritual worlds and the earth plane, an amplification of light, and an outpouring of positive blessing for humanity. It is believed many, if not all, cosmic avatars who come to Earth as advanced spiritual guides hail from Sirius and make their blessings increasingly available to humanity during this opening between worlds. This oracle brings a message of breakthrough and healing. Breakthrough is that Ace of Swords. Of a significant lightening up of your life and the end of a deeply challenging cycle in your life. There is special divine dispensation augured by the oracle of Ishtar's Lion Gate 888, where hope has been difficult to find or all seems lost. The light shall return and beautiful blessings are destined to unfold in your life. Whew. What a powerful reading, Aquarius. Thank you for sharing your energy with me today. I really hope that this brought you some clarity and some peace and some motivation and some comfort. And I am so grateful that you watched this video and that you're here with me today. And I wish you all the best. Until next time. Bye.